crisscross applesauce. Our eggs are in our basket. And I gotta tell you something about today. Awesome. Hey, listen, I got something to share with you. Did you guys see my bag up here?
Yeah.
What does my bag have on it?
Piggly
You read that bag?
Yeah.
How did you know it said Piggly Wiggly? You go to the Piggly Wiggly. You see that all the time, don't you? Well, listen to this. Listen, be very quiet. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
I've got something in here.
It's books.
You think it's a book? You know I love books, right? It's not a book. I'm going to tell you something.
It's a book coat.
You think it's a what now?
A
A construction worker coat? That is quite a prediction.
Yeah,
But
my coat.
like your coat, it's not a construction worker coat. I'm going to tell you what it is, but I'm not going to tell you exactly. It's some kind of house. Do you think there's a house in here?
It's a playhouse. It's a playhouse.
Okay, so listen. Today, you know how I usually read you books with pictures?
Yeah.
Look at what I have today. This is what I'm going to read you. Do you see all the words?
Yeah.
But do you see any pictures?
Yeah.
No. So you have to be really good listeners. And if you listen, you might be able to figure out what kind of house is in this bag. Do you think you can be good listeners?
Yeah.
Let's listen and see what this paper says. It's called The Star. That's the title of our story. Remember, our title is a fancy word for the name of a story. So listen to this. One day, Willow went to visit her grandmother. Grandmother said, "How would you like to go on a secret mission? Do you want to go on a secret mission, Willow?" "Oh, I'd love that," said Willow. So grandmother said, "I want you to find me a little red house, but it has no doors and no windows. There should be a chimney on the top and a star in the middle."
A storm.
A star in the middle of the house? But you don't have any doors or windows?
I do.
You do? You have a house like that?
I do.
You have a door on your house?
Yeah,
Well, this house that we're looking for,
two with them.
but listen, this house, Timmy, you have 3 windows? Well, listen to this. This house does not have any doors, and it doesn't have any windows.
No.
So let's see what they tell
I
us.
do. I have 200.
So there's a chimney too, right? So Willow was so excited that she set off on her mission. As Willow was thinking about what it could be, she ran into Serena. Do you know where I can find a little red house with no doors and no windows? There should be a chimney on top and a star in the middle. Do you know about this house?
Yeah.
What do you think this house could be?
A grandmother's house.
A grandmother's house? What did you say, Serena? Oh, wait a minute. I can't hear you all talking at the same time. What do we need to do?
Wash your hands.
And wait to be called on. I heard you say something interesting, Timmy. What did you say?
Firefighter station.
Oh, a firefighter station might be red. Yeah. Okay, what are you thinking, Serena? I mean, not Serena. Charlie? You guys are thinking about all of our community helpers we learned about last week. A chef. Okay, hands down, and let's listen a little bit more. So, Serena, she said, "I've never heard of anything like that." But Willow said, "Would you like to help me?" Serena said, "Sure." And off they went. So now they're looking together.
Yeah.
They walked on a little bit further, and they saw Raina. Raina, did you know you were in this story? Oh, my goodness. They saw Raina, and they said, "Raina, have you seen a little red house with no doors and no windows? There's a chimney on top and a star in the middle." Oh, Raina said, "Gosh, I don't know what that could be." But Willow invited her to help her look. So off they went on their mission. What is their mission? What are they trying to do?
Find a house.
Find a house. And this is some kind of special house, isn't it?
And they're trying to find me.
They're trying to find you. They're not trying to find you. Our story says they're trying to find a what?
House.
A house, a special house. So, they keep looking, they keep looking, they keep looking. Do you think they find it?
Yeah.
I think they got all of their friends to help them.
Because somebody has to live in it.
Somebody has to live. But who did they say lives in this house?
A grandmother.
A grandmother?
Yeah, that'd be. Or a mother who cook who has a baby.
Okay. So right now we're thinking a grandmother lives in this house. I heard something different. Let's keep listening and see if we hear something different about who lives in this house.
Let's try to put the camera.
I see. Finally, the children had about given up when they ran into Willow's grandfather. Did you know your grandfather was in this story? Oh my goodness. They ran into Willow's grandfather. He was on his way home from the store with something he had bought. Grandpa, the children said, Grandma sent us on a mission. She told us to find a little red house with no doors, no what else? No windows. There's a chimney on top and a star in the middle. So who lives in this house?
A grandfather.
What's in the middle of the house? A star lives in this house, Raina. That's right. What could it be? You know what? Willow's grandpa laughed, Timmy. Well, I have the answer to your riddle right here in my sack. So what are you guys thinking? What could be in here? What kind of red house do you think Grandpa has come home with from the grocery store?
House. It has a Christmas.
A Christmas house might be red. Raina, what did you say? Hold on. You interrupted Raina. It's Raina's turn.
The red house with a star in the middle.
But what could the red house be with no doors and no windows?
A firefighter.
You think a firefighter? I've heard that answer a lot. What do you think, Nova?
Christmas.
You ready to see this house?
Yeah.
You're not going to believe it.
I don't know what it is. I just can't look.
It's not scary.
Apple.
Wait a minute.
It's not a house, it's an apple.
But look at it.
It says apple.
Does it have any doors?
No.
Do you
No
see
windows.
any windows?
No.
What about a chimney?
No. Look in the back again.
Do you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Does that look like a chimney?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
It's not
missing?
a twin.
What's missing?
A star.
Do you think a star lives in an apple?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No.
Let's finish. Grandpa said, this apple is just like a little red house. See? It's round and do you know what this is called?
A stem.
Oh, who said it?
A
A stem. Everybody say stem. A stem kind of looks like a chimney, doesn't it? This is a stem. But where is the star? Wondered the children. Grandpa took out a knife and sliced the apple in half. So we need a knife, is that right? I happen to have a knife. Check this out. This is my cutting board. And here is my knife. Should you ever play with the knife? No. Okay. So do you think we're going to find
A star?
a star in here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Probably. Is that real?
All right. Yes, it's real. So we don't play with it. Are you ready? Let's see if we see a star inside of this house.
Yeah!
You see a star?
Yeah! Yeah, it's in the middle!
How about that? There was a star in the middle of that house. The children were amazed to see that sure enough, there was a star in the middle. Grandpa said, you know people are like this star. We're different sizes, colors, and shapes on the outside. But listen, Timmy, if you look on the inside, you'll find a special star inside each person you meet.
Even our apples?
Even your apples. Did you know that you can, well, you know what? Do you think you can find us? Okay, so we've seen the little red house, and there's a star inside. Do you think there would be a star in a green apple?
Yeah.
You think yes? Some of you said no? What about a yellow apple? Do you think there would be a star in a yellow apple? You know what? We might have to experiment with that this week. Because guess what we're going to learn all about this week?
Little red.
You think we're going to learn about stars? Apples! There is a lot to learn about apples. And guess what else we're going to have fun with? With stars. We're going to use our apples to do some painting later. So let's talk about what you know about apples already. What do you know about apples?
Is that apple real?
It is real. You want me to show you? Does that look like a real apple?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real apple. I think I'll let you touch it too because we're not going to eat this apple. I'm going to bring it around and you can touch it with your finger. It feels, what does it feel like inside, Willow?
It feels like real.
It feels real, but like, how would you describe it? If I said, what does the inside of that apple feel like? What describing words would you use?
That feels
You said warm?
It's too.
You already felt it, didn't you? Willow, did you feel it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It kind of feels,
Slimy.
I was thinking wet.
Sticky.
So, tell me something. What do you know about apples? Let me draw an apple. What do you know about apples?
It's so big.
What was that?
Big.
What did you say, Jasmine? I didn't hear you.
It looks like big apple. Hey, they have a name.
Some are big.
That looks like a pumpkin.
Uh-oh. Touch your head. Touch your nose. And shh. Oh. What do we need to do? Jasmine, what were you telling me? What do you know about apples?
Sticky.
They might be sticky on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to write sticky. What else do you know about apples, Raina? Yummy. What else do you know about apples, Sadie?
You know, like those things that we pick stem off.
You pick the stem off?
We cut in half.
You cut them in half? So I can write, you can cut them up. You can cut them up. Okay, Lucas, what can you tell me about apples? What do you already know? You can cut them in half, but tell me something I haven't heard yet.
Pull the stem off.
You can pull the stem off. Where is the stem?
On top of the apple.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
This is called, I'm going to make an arrow. This is a stem. S-T-E-M, stem. Adriana, you have your hand raised. What can you tell me about apples that you already know?
Cut it.
You cut it? Tell me something we haven't heard yet. I bet you've had an apple before. What would you tell me, Jasmine? You should be sitting crisscross applesauce. What can you tell me about an apple that you already know? You eat them. That's a good one. You eat them. Ooh, that was a crazy E. Let me try again. E-A-T. Eat them. Okay. Let's see who else had their hand raised. Timmy, what can you tell me about an apple that you already know? We said yummy. Tell me something else.
Tasty.
Tasty. That's a good word. Tasty. Yummy. Charlie, what can you tell me about an apple? Oh, that is a good one. Charlie said they get washed. Do you guys wash your fruit before you eat them?
Yeah,
it's
with
good.
blackberries.
Oh, you wash your blackberries? So you wash them.
Your hands.
Okay, well, let's see. Who else has their hand raised? Kinsley,
Hey, go away.
what can you